Let's talk about a biblical family. See, the Bible has some stuff to say about family life, and it all starts with a healthy marriage. Now, if you're not married or if your marriage is broken, there's still some great stuff to learn in these 3 simple marriage principles. Here's the first one. Love is a choice, not just a feeling. See, our culture usually gets this wrong. The movies, TV shows, books, everything tells us that love's all about how you feel. But that's not what the Bible says, especially about marital love. The Bible teaches that marital love is a covenant. Proverbs 20 says, "Don't trap yourself by making a rash promise to God and only later counting the cost." See, the marriage vows are a promise. They're a promise that a man and a woman make to each other in front of God and their friends and each other. And it's a covenant that the couple shouldn't take lightly. Ephesians 5 says, "For husbands, this means love your wives, just as Christ loved the church. He gave up his life for her." See, this illustrates the first principle. Out of love, Jesus chose to give up his life for the church, his bride. He didn't feel like it. He chose to do it. And that's a perfect model for the kind of love the Bible describes when it talks about marital love. And here's the second principle for healthy marriage. Trust is something you have to earn, not something you just freely give away. See, trust is relying on another person's integrity or ability. So trust is all about the other person. It's about the other person's ability to keep his word or follow through. And that means trust is something we have to earn. Consider this, even God earns trust. And so that means we should too. Deuteronomy 7 says, "Understand therefore that the Lord your God is indeed God. He is the faithful God who keeps his covenant for 1,000 generations." See, that verse and many others like it show that God is trustworthy. He's faithful. He keeps his word. He doesn't just ask us to blindly trust him. He earns our trust. And in a marriage, we should earn the trust of our spouse also. See, a lot of people, especially Christians, confuse trust with forgiveness. Peter came to Jesus one time and said, "Lord, how often should I forgive someone who sins against me? 7 times?" And Jesus said, "No, not 7 times, but 70 times 7. See, Jesus was illustrating this important principle that when it comes to forgiveness, we should proactively forgive people, even if they haven't earned it. But Jesus never said that about trust. He never told his disciples to just blindly trust people. And he didn't expect them to blindly trust him either. He earned their trust. And in marriage, we should earn the trust of our spouse, because trust is earned, not freely given. And here's the last principle, and it's really practical. Talking keeps you moving forward in a marriage. See, many marriages struggle simply because the couple stops talking. The honeymoon is over, and you just sort of fall out of communication with one another. You stop working on it. But good communication takes practice and effort. You need to prepare your heart. You need to work as a team, and you need to learn how to communicate in 3D. Here's how you do that. First, you need to be clear. Be clear about what you're feeling and what you're thinking. Then you need to talk and listen. Learn how to listen to one another as you talk. And healthy communication always leads to action. Now, there's another video in the playlist on this kind of communication. You can check it out. But these are the 3 principles that will really help your marriage stay healthy and stay on track.